Changing your mindset in order for you to be in alignment with the best version of yourself doesn't have to be difficult or challenging once you realize that it just requires you to grow and to look at life differently. Welcome or welcome back at your favorite mental health specialist, Ty Guidance, and that is what we're going to be talking about in today's video. Now, with that being said, because there's no right or wrong way to heal yourself, always and only take what resonates as well as leave the rest. So if it doesn't apply, then that means it's not in line, which means it is not for you, so don't force it. As well as grab your pens, grab your paper, and be prepared to take notes. For this video, we're going to go over and discuss how we can continue to expand our mindset when it comes to positivity, healing, abundance, manifestation, and success, as well as some recommendations, some reminders, some disclaimers, and just certain things that you need to be aware of. So starting off with the disclaimer, starting off with the introduction. Number one, change is not difficult, nor is it challenging once you realize that it is inevitable and is necessary in order for you to improve. So until you realize that in life things are not always going to be what they are, you will struggle with moving forward in adaptation. In life, people evolve, which means you're going to have to evolve. But when you're used to a certain way of living, you're used to a certain way of thinking, it's not until you experience certain opportunities and certain moments to where your mindset and your perspective is going to change. So the second disclaimer, once you realize that you are going to have to get with the program and learn how to adapt in life, because you're always going to go through things, is knowing that you're not always going to have all of the tools and all the information when you're in that season or that process of transition. So for example, if you're healing yourself mentally from poverty and you're becoming wealthy, oh my gosh, you guys heard that, my stomach growled. If you're becoming wealthy, and financially abundant and financially literate, you have to realize you unlearning all your thoughts about money and how you feel about it and what you saw is going to be different to the version of you who spends it, who makes it, and who invests into it. Like there's a middle ground, there's an in-between. And the in-between is you letting go and you learning, so therefore you can receive the things that you want. Like you have to allow yourself the time and the grace to accept what it is that you've lost as you're still being present. And it only seems difficult and challenging when you are trying to do more than what is required of you. Give what you have your all today. You don't have to do a trillion tasks in a day, and this is why change for some people feels so challenging. And the third disclaimer is knowing that because you're not always going to have everything figured out when you start, sometimes it's okay. It's better for you to start and figure out as you go than to never start and to constantly overthink and worry about what certain things coulda, shoulda, woulda. Because at the end of the day is going to come to an end and nothing in life is going to last forever. So things are going to change. And I know from experience, I would rather live my life doing the best that I can, making progress daily and getting better over time within years than to live life and have regret. I feel like personally I would not be able to be happy or at peace with myself. So the fourth disclaimer when it comes to changing your mindset is knowing that it is going to take time. It is going to take energy. It's going to take effort. I give you multiple examples. Mentally preparing yourself to not be low vibrational or to have a poverty mindset is going to require you like physically making more money, investing into money, being around people with money, or like putting yourself in environments where people to help you make money. I think I've already said that. Same thing with when you're used to being a people pleaser. Taking the time to separate yourself from people who are abusive and who are narcissists and stop feeling the need to over-explain yourself or not feel guilty about certain things. It's going to take time because your body is going through withdrawal, especially when you go through a significant amount of trauma and trials and tribulations, which I know you have. So when it comes to the first recommendation, in order for us to change our mind, is just to realize that we want to change our mind. I'm not here to overcomplicate things. I'm not here to make it seem like things are just going to magically fall out the sky. I'm going to be so for real. All you have to do is decide that you want to change and you will change mentally, because that's where it starts. It starts with our mindsets and our emotions. If you're not somebody who's quick to action, if you're not somebody who is natural, like consistency or natural habits. You just need to make up in your mind. And this is why it's so important that when you say you want certain things, you stand on them. Like, you have to mean what you say in order to make the necessary changes. That's the first recommendation. Just decide, do I want to continue to live my life this way, or do I want to make progress? Am I happy with where I am, or can I have some improvement? Because once you decide that you either A, want to do it, you're going to go all in, or you're going to decide no. And if you say no, then leave it alone. But if it keeps bothering you, it's because, okay, you need to do it. So the second recommendation, once you've decided that you no longer want to be a certain type of way, or that you want more, is knowing that you are going to have to, oh my gosh, you guys, my stomach keeps growling. You are going to have to be prepared to let everything go that's not in alignment with you. So if you want to get yourself out of poverty, because that's the example that we've been giving, you're going to have to let go of certain people, places, and environments, ideologies, beliefs, and patterns about being in poverty. That may require you to physically move, like, from one location to another. That may require you to stop surrounding yourself with people who are never able to be financially stable. And it's not because you're punishing them, it's not because you're better than them, but they're not helping you. Like, if you're not in community with people who can help you, or assistance, or have access to things that you need to do better, you're going to struggle. And this is why a lot of people don't realize, like, the company you keep is important. It matters. In order for me to have changed my mindset, I've had to stop talking to certain people. I've had to be removed out of certain environments. I had to stop going certain places. I had to stop thinking a certain type of way. I had to stop feeling a certain type of way. It is a process. And it's like every day you're going to go through emotions. Every day as you're making the necessary changes, you're going to obviously build momentum, but it's a process. Like, you have to realize where you are with your change and with your growth. If you're getting yourself out of poverty and you've been poor for 20 years, and now all of a sudden in June 2026 you don't want that to be your experience, it may take some time. It may take another 20 years. It may take 2 years. It may take 2 months. Like, you don't need to have so much control over something that you don't know how it's going to play out of. And that's the fourth recommendation. Like, when you're allowing yourself to change, just allow yourself to go through it. Like, that's honestly the biggest gem of this whole video. Just allow yourself to go through the emotions. Allow yourself to, like, ride the wave. Like, yes, it may seem uncomfortable, because if you're doing something for the first time, like getting yourself out of poverty, it's unfamiliar, but that's all it is. Like, we as people, and I'm speaking from experience, have to get used to doing things that we're not used to, because that's the only way you're going to get over it. That's like learning how to ride a bike. That's learning how to swim, learning how to dance. In the beginning, unless you're somebody who, like, picks up on things quickly, you may have struggled. Excuse me. I know when I first learned how to ride a bike, I fell. I learned. I got back up again. The car accident, I got into a couple of car accidents. I eventually, by the grace of God, let me knock on wood, and the ancestors in the universe, have not been in a car accident since, and I don't plan on it. I've gotten better. My driving has improved. Like, first of all, I'm not ripping and riding. I am that person who's going to be in the middle lane or in the right lane. Call me slowpoke, call me grandma. But when you spend money to invest into your car, and you just don't want to be burning gas, and you don't want to be paying trillions and billions of dollars for the maintenance of your car, you're not just going to treat it any other type of way. Okay? So there's that. But it's just like doing things for the first time doesn't have to be so challenging and difficult. So it's just like, once we make up in our mind that we want certain things, and we just are open, because that's how you change without, like, resentment and bitterness. When you become open, you won't feel the need to be so tight and so clenched up, because that's what it is too. Like, a lot of people, when they're changing, are changing from a sense of fear and not from a sense of openness. But as you are walking that path and things are getting lighter, you start to become more confident, and then that's when you get to your destination, because your final destination is death. So it's just like, you might as well have fun, live life, be in certain moments, in certain chapters where you learn certain things, and when it's time to let it go, let it go. Because the longer you hold on to baggage that you're meant to let go of in certain chapters, that's when it becomes heavy. That's when it becomes draining. And I'm speaking from experience. The more and more I'm able to let things go and be in the moment, the more and more I'm realizing I am making progress. It's just these negative thoughts don't have to continue to linger. These negative emotions don't have to continue to linger. Like, that happened already. Leave it in the past. Stop bringing your past in your future, because you're not going to be able to be present. So whatever questions, comments, concerns that you have, let me know how this video resonated with you, what you need to work on. Follow me on all my social media platforms. All the information is down in the description box below. If you're interested in the service in the session, click that link in the description as well. If you're having technical difficulties with the website, drop the word website. But if not, if you want me to talk about this in real time, drop the word live on Instagram and on TikTok. But yeah, change is inevitable. It's not challenging, it's not difficult, it's just new, it's unfamiliar. You have to practice, you have to be honest about how you feel, you have to work with what you have, and if you can, seek help, seek assistance. If people don't want to help you, of course, if you believe into like spirituality and religion, go to God, go to the ancestors, go to the universe. If not, follow me on this account, ask questions, feel free. Like, don't be embarrassed, don't be ashamed, and don't be weird, okay? Like, it's one thing to like feel how you feel, but if you're gonna be here for you. If you just want to see me, follow me on all my other social media platforms. But I care about you. I love you. You are loved. You're not alone. Thanks for watching. Until next time. Peace.